Hey everyone, in this tutorial we are going to build this beautiful looking image uploader. There you can see there is an avatar and there is a choose file option and there is a file path, and which is currently is null, but as soon as we upload the file this is going to be changed as an actual path file, right? So let me show you the demo, and I click here choose file and upload this image, and there is a name of the image and there is a nice loader we have it, and this is going to be changed and the avatar is going to change as well, right? So what is the purpose of building this tutorial? So you will understand how you can actually store image in your storage, cloud storage, right? And you will also learn how you can store that file path in your database. Actually when it's come to the storage, actually you are not storing image in the database, because the actual file path is going to store in the database, and you can use this file path and store this in your database and use that, and you can access this file path in your database and you can show the images in your website. And let's quickly open the terminal and let's start the application, right? So I quickly open terminal, and there we make a file mkdri, and let's call it file name store image, right? And there we go, and cd store image. Okay, and let's open with VS Code, right? We are in VS Code right now, and let's open a terminal and create React app. So we'll say npm create with, sorry if I can type, with the latest and dot class, right? That means in the current directory, right? It is gonna ask a package name, that is storage image, and we are gonna use a React and with JavaScript. And there we have a boilerplate of React create app, and we are gonna just npm install. We're gonna npm install, so that will install all packages and dependencies. Meanwhile happening this way, let's go and check the Daisy UI. So here I will say Daisy UI, and there we have this, and let's close this, and there we have most popular component library for the Tailwind CSS, and we also need Tailwind CSS, and let's first install this and we will install after the Tailwind CSS, right? So how to use this, just click on that, and there is a command npm install -d Daisy UI @latest. So just copy this command and paste it here, right? And we just paste it, and we also need Tailwind CSS for that. So let's quickly go on the Tailwind CSS. Let's say Tailwind installation Tailwind CSS. You can see installation. Open this. If you cannot find directly this one, you can search here. Let's say with installation. You can see here, and you can just press it and you will see this one. We already done these steps and we need to do this, right? So we just copy this command and go back in the terminal and paste here, right? This is gonna take some time, so let's see what we have here. And there is a tailwind config.js. just copy this and overwrite with this one. Just select everything and just paste this here, right? And there is a one thing left, this one, and Tailwind base component. Just go back, and here in the source directory you will find index.css, and just select all and remove and just paste this here, right? And we also don't need this app.css, and we are gonna remove everything here, and we just say repc. This is the extension that we have, and it is very useful, most popular one. And we have this app, and let's run npm run dev. But before doing that, we need to 8 daisy UI, right? We install it, but we haven't configured it yet, right? So we will go in the Tailwind config, and here we import daisy UI from daisy, right? And in the plugin section, in the plugin area, just add this daisy UI, right? Daisy UI, right? And now we can say npm run dev. Let's hit enter, and there our project is ready. And just copy this URL and paste it on the here, right? And there we have app. You can see here there is a little app showing that, and I want that everything should be at the center, right? So I say just minimize this one, go to the app.jsx, and I add a class here. Say class name is going to be a flex, items to be center, and justify is center, right? Center. So let's see. Okay, see, we have center at horizontally, but we want at the center, right? So we will say height is going to be screen, right? So it is viewport height, and we say flex call, and gap will be 5, right? Okay, so we are pretty much done with this, and we have a center. So let's go to the daisy UI. Daisy UI, and there we have this daisy UI, and here I'm gonna search for avatar, and there we have, and we are going to use this one, right? We're going to use this one. You can also use other options here, but I will go with this one. So I click on the JSX, and I just copy this one, right? Just copy this one and just paste it here like this, and let's fix this indentation by formatting, and there we go. If we go back to our app, you will see there is a nice avatar, and we also want a uploader like file input, right? File input, I think there is a file input, and you can see there is a bunch of options, and we need this one, right? We just copy this one and paste it on our app like this, and below that we need a 3 tag, so that will hold our file path. So I will say file path, that is going to be null. Actually we will change it and make it dynamic later, but for now at least be there. So okay, so I think we are done with UI, right? See, you can see, but for some reason there is a no apply of the gap, so let me check what is okay. So we have this typo issue. Okay, now it looks exactly as we built in version, right? So now we need to create a Cloudinary account. So let's go in the browser and say Cloudinary. Okay, there we go. We have this Cloudinary, and you can sign up for free or get started. You can use free version, right? So I have already account, but let's sign up. To show you how it works, I'm gonna sign up with Google, and there is I have my email, and I just continue with this one. Okay, maybe I think it is done, but let's log in with again. Maybe there's some issue. User, if you are first time logging with your email and address, you will see something like this. So just skip this for now, and it's gonna take some time. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have there is a npm install Cloudinary. You can also do with the package, but I'm gonna use another method instead of this. So we need first two things here, a cloud name and the cloud preset name. So how you gonna find this? And go to in the dashboard, and here you will find your cloud name, right? Actually you can change this one by going in the setting. So let's change this file name, cloud name. Here in the account section you will see there is a product environment cloud name. You can change this. I'm gonna say ht, and just you can set it to save, right? Okay, we are error, please correct below. Okay, product name is taken, this one tyd, I will set just tyd, and this is also taken. So let's say my name and tyd, right? Let's save it. What this is also oh no, I think we changed that. Let's refresh this. We having a issue. Okay, now it is going to change. Just copy this and go to the VS Code and paste it here like a comment, right? Go to the upload section and just here just create enable this, and this is going to set to this and edit. Click on the edit and you can change this. I will say image upload, or just say upload, right? And this is set to be unsigned. You can read about more in their documentation. If you have more question about this, just save it, and there we go. And just copy this cloud preset name and go in the terminal, go in the VS Code and just paste it here. So this is going to our cloud name and this is our cloud preset name. So there we go, and we need to create a function, right? So I'm gonna make a new file here, right, in the root directory, actually in a source folder, right? I'm gonna say image upload.js. There I'm gonna define a function that is going to be arrow function. Let's say image upload. This function going to take a file and loader, right? Actually set loader, which we are gonna define in the our app.jsx file. If I can tap, okay, so we have this image upload and the file uploader and everything looks great, right? And this function is going to async function, okay, right? And as soon as we process this, we want to say set loader to be set loader to be true, right? And below that we create try catch, and the error is going to be a console log e, right? So for we have easy debugging, right? And we need an object here that is going to, we now need to create an object that is like const form and new, and which is going to be a form data, and call it, right? Now we have object is created with the name of form, and now we need to pass this file name, cloud name and cloud preset name. We'll say forum dot append, that is going to file, and this is going to be file, which is this one file that we gonna pass when we call this function. And another thing is going to be form dot append a cloud name like this, and this is going to be a cloud name that we gonna define here, that we're gonna define here. Cloud name is going to be this one. Just copy that and paste it here, right? And this is going to be string, so make sure it is in string. And next is const cloud preset, right? And this is also going to be string, which is upload, right? We're gonna copy this and upload it, right? Paste it here. And we will say here we also want to append this, so let's say form dot append. We will say cloud preset, right? And we pass this cloud preset, which is this one, right? So now we are done with this. And I forgot to mention that this type of data should be in the env file, so make sure you have your env file and so you have security, right? Now we need to call API endpoint, which is Cloudinary API endpoint, right? So I say fetch, right? And this is going to be dynamic tablet literals, and we will say we need the URL, that is Cloudinary, right? You would have Cloudinary URL upload image API, right? Maybe here, let's find it, and which is going to be this one, right? We need this one, right? We just copy this one and paste it here. We paste it in the demo. Instead of this demo, you need to add your cloud name, right? So I will say open this and I will say this cloud name, so this is going to be upload, right? And the method is going to be post and payload, that is going to be a body that is gonna take a payload, and it's a form, right? Since this is already object, so we don't need to parse this, right? And we await this, this will give us a response, so await, and we will store that in a response const. So const response is equal to await, right? And if we check if the response is not okay, then if the res dot is not okay, we will throw new error that is going to say like oops, something get wrong, right? Okay, if this pass this if check, then we will say we need to pass the data, right? So let's say const data is going to await and rest.json to convert that data in the object, right? So and we return this data. Let's log this data, what we actually get, clg a data here, right? Like this, and we just make it return. Okay, so now our function is done, and let's export this from here, export, right? And we are going to use in this file, right? So whenever this is going to change, this input is going to change, we run a function, right? On change this handle upload. Let's go and define this function. Here I will say const handle upload, and this is going to be async maybe if we need, that's it. And we take the event, we open block, and we will say let's take a file. As soon as we upload here file, this function is going to run, and this will give us a file name, right? So we will say like const file, and we will say e.target.files. If you set files, that means it is going to be array of files. So we will say 0, that is means we want only one single file, right? So let's log this. If we upload this, let's clg and file, right? App, we log this. So let's check and here this one, right? So let's open the inspect tool, and there, okay, in the console we have a bunch of error, but just ignore them and just refresh it and upload here file like this one. And as soon as we upload, we get a file properties, right? So now we have this file, right, that is jpg, and now we're gonna use this, right? So let's go back and remove this one, and here we are going to call that function that we made, like image, what was name again, image upload, right? So image upload, and it's going to be imported, and we call it, and we will pass an loader, right? So it is let's say set loader, right? And we are going to define here a state like const loader and set loader, right? And that is going to be use state, which is a false. And okay, now let's await that it is also give us a response. Let's try this actually working or not. Let's go in the browser, and there we go, and let's open the console so we can see here data, right? So we just take this image and upload it, and there should be see something. Okay, so we have error like 400 bad request. So let's open network tab, and what is it saying, right? Okay, so it is saying that upload preset must be specified when they're using unsigned uploader, but we actually have specified already that. If you can see here, there is a, and what is it say, upload preset, right? That means we need to actually change this to upload preset, right? So let's try this as well, and upload preset, right? And I'm gonna change this as well. Let's try this one, upload preset, right? And change this one as well, upload preset, right? Now let's try then. I hopefully the error should be solved. Let's refresh this and upload here a file, and there we have a request, and let's okay, now it is working now, and in the console we get data. So sometimes it's good to read error what it says actually, and there we have a bunch of data that you can see, but we are only interested in this URL, right? Okay, so we will say like remove this console here, and go in the app.jsx, and here we will take the const data that we return, right, is equal to right. So we and we make one more state const that is going to be URL and set URL, and use state that is going to be empty string, right? And we set that well to be this data dot URL, and this URL I'm going to use here. Just open the here dynamic blocks, and I will say use this URL or this one. Okay, so there is a condition, if it will not find this one, and then use this default image. So it is saying that use this one if there is a no URL, right? So it's kind of work as a fallback image, right? So, and we also use here okay, so we will say open this and use URL, right, like this, and let's see how it works. Just refresh that and upload it again, the image, and this should be changed here. Let's see. Okay, there we have this path, but we want that if there is a file is uploading, we want to show that this file is uploading, right? And now we are going to make it dynamic, right? So we will say just open this dynamic log and remove all of this, and if there is a loader, then we will say uploading, right? Uploading and dot. If there is a no loader, if loader is set to false, then we will display the file path actually. That so we open this backtick and we will say file path. It's going to be open dollar and curly braces, with that we show the URL, right? So now let's check this. Let's upload this image and there is uploading, right? It is working. Move this, but it's kind of this uploading is still at the true stage, right? We haven't set it to false, so we need to change this, right? So here you can see that we set this loader to true, but we never set to false. So if we will go here and in the final, we open this final block and we set loader to be false. So that means if no matter what happened with this code, but we always want to run this, right? So if we refresh this and try to again load it, okay, now we have this file path and this image, right? So this little bit looks ugly, so I would like to change this and go to in the my pictures section, and there I would like to upload this one. Okay, so we have uploading and the file path. So this file path is going to be stored in the database. For your further operation, you can use this file path. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned something new in this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. All the resources, links and including any tools or library we use are available in the description below. And don't worry, I'll be uploading this entire project to GitHub as well, so you can easily access from there, right? And thank you for watching once again.